What you're seeing is Sonic Unleashed, but it's actually not running on an Xbox Series X like you think it might be. This is actually running in an emulator on a PC. Fans have been clamoring for a PC port of this game, but this is emulated, and this is the best thing that we're going to get until we actually get an official port. So the advantages to doing it over the Xbox Series X is that you have a better resolution. Xbox Series X still runs at 720p, downscaled by the way, and you also get that silky smooth frame rate. Plus you can bump the resolution to kind of whatever you want. There's a few little instabilities. At least it works if you don't want to use an Xbox. There is actually another method. While I'm not covering it in today's video, you can use the Unleashed project on Sonic Generations to achieve the same effect. Just know that there might be a few inconsistencies between Generations and Unleashed. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed. Whoa, wait, before we start, for some reason Discord likes to poke its head every now and then and like flicker on and off on the recording. I have no idea why it did this because Discord is on my second monitor, so there's nothing like being leaked there. It doesn't affect the process, it like flickers just randomly when it's like doing stuff. But yeah, sorry about that. I couldn't fix it. As much as I tried to mitigate it, it still has a few artifacts in this video, but hopefully it shouldn't take away from you enjoying it. Okay, so the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed, you have a couple of options actually. Firstly, you can grab the Unleashed project released all the way back in 2013, wow. You can grab this and also grab the add-on to complete everything here. This should give you basically the most sort of up-to-date sort of restoration, I guess, of Sonic Unleashed, but it does it in Sonic Generations. This is the old Generations. I don't know if it works in the new Generations. I don't know exactly how modding works for the newer game. I'll pop up on screen if it is slightly different. But the way what we're going to be doing, or the way that I'm going to be showing you, is actually playing Sonic Unleashed, like on PC. You want to grab the Xenia Manager. You also want to grab this ISO extract file, and you also want to grab the Unleashed mod manager. If you don't know how to download stuff on GitHub, it's really easy. You go to the GitHub page, you click releases, and you see the very first release here should be tagged with latest. Under assets, you grab the .zip file there. For MediaFire, it's a little bit sketch, but you just basically get rid of all the ads, and then Game Banana is Game Banana, I guess. I have all of my files in this one folder here. I have two folders inside that, one game, one tools. The game, you want to basically get yourself a ISO of Sonic Unleashed. I can't tell you where to get this from, but you know, Google is your friend. Cough, cough. You also want to grab the title update 2, as well as all of the DLC packs, which I am actually going to extract all of them very quickly. Now in the tools folder, you want to extract all these as well. I've already done that. I'm just going to delete the zip files. You got ISO extract, the Unleashed manager, and Xenia manager. You'll start with ISO extract, and you want to basically double click the 360 ISO extract here. I've already put this in. I've already programmed in my folder. But you want to go choose ISO folder. Mine's on the desktop, game, and then Sonic Unleashed, the one that you extracted. Hit OK with that. I will flush the queue. And then choose destination. You basically want to make a new folder. And call it, I don't know, extracted, I guess. Is this under this one? I don't know, it looks pretty weird. But then once you've done that, hit go, and it will begin to extract all of the files inside of the ISO. This is very important. You cannot run the game from the ISO itself. You need to extract it firstly. Once everything's all green, it should say it's finished extracting. That's all good to go. And if we go back to Sonic Unleashed, you'll see that we have the extracted folder here. Next up, you want to go to Xenia Manager. You want to go into the desktop app. Well, actually, no. Firstly, you want to update it, just to make sure you have the latest version. I should have the latest version. And then you want to click Install Xenia Canary. There we go. it will open up a window. It will say no profiles found. There is a profile, no profile available. You want to create a profile and then type in a gamer tag. I'm just going to do it officially SP. Hit create, and then you're done in there for now. You want to back out of that, and then the Xenia manager should open up automatically. Then once you're done with that, you want to click this little plus button here to add games, and then you want to go back, all the way back into your extracted folder, and you're looking for a .xex file. It should be called default. There we go, default.xex. It will quickly open up the Xenia emulator. You want to click Sonic Unleashed, then you want to right click, go to content, and then view DLC and updates, or install DLC and updates, sorry. This is where you're going to put all your DLC. It is going to be a bit of a slog to go through and add them one by one. Also in the same menu, make sure you add the title update as well. Don't forget about that, otherwise, you won't be able to use any of the DLC. There we go, install content, cool. You then want to right click again, go to patches, and then download patches. And you want to grab the Sonic Unleashed title update 2 patch. There we go, and then right click, and then you want to go manage patches. And then you want to check 60 FPS, then you want to check 1280 by 720 resolution. Wrong, you want to check disable color adjustment instead of the resolution, my bad. Keep everything else the same unless you don't want depth of field, and then you should be good to go on that front. Next up, you want to back out of Xenia Mod Manager, and then you want to go into your Unleashed Mod Manager. And then you basically want to select all your paths. So mods directory, that can go into the tools, Xenia Manager, and then just make a new folder called mods. Make sure it is with a capital M. Game executable, you want to go to the game, Sonic Unleashed, extracted, and then grab the default.xex file from earlier. The emulator executable, you want to go to Xenia Manager, then emulators, Xenia Canary, and then grab the exe file here. Save data, if you have a save data file, then you can put it in there. Otherwise, you don't need to fill that in. And then once you're in, you want to go settings, and then install the one-click URL handler. This will basically let you very, very easily install mods from Game Banana. You then want to go to the emulator tab, and then under the API, set it to custom, because we're handling that in Xenia Manager. So don't worry about that. So if you go to Xenia settings in Xenia Manager, you'll scroll down to graphical settings and then change graphics API to D3D12. I realized something after recording this. If you click the little cloud icon, it will apply some additional settings which might help, but it does reset the graphics API to Vulkan, so just be aware of that. So make sure you change it back, and then obviously hit the save button in the top. And then you hit the save button up here, settings have been saved, and then you can close out of Xenia Manager, we're done with that. This is the time to install any mods that you want to grab. Some mods I do recommend having are the Sonic Unleashed Fixes mod, the Unlocked Frame Rate Fix. If you're on an AMD graphics card, make sure to get the AMD Grass Explosion Fix, and if you're playing on a resolution that's higher than 1080p, the 2 and 4K flashbang fix. Once you have your mod, by the way, if you can't get the one-click install to work, grab a manual download, and then once you grab the raw file from that, you want to copy this folder into your mods folder. So under Sonic Unleashed, I think Tools, Xenia Manager, then Mods, and then paste the folder in here, and then you should be able to get it working. So we'll click that, and then here we are. Welcome to Sega. It is now fully running and working with mods if you included mods, and it should basically run as well as it did on 360. If you did everything right, you should be in game playing it at 60 FPS with an upgraded resolution to boot. And that's basically the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed. I forgot, I was about to say Generations then. The definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed on the PC. There are other methods, like for example the Unleashed project, or if you wanted to do it natively on console, that option is there as well. Just note that you will need the Xbox Series X, not the Series S, as that will not work. But yeah, thank you for watching this very, very long video. Obviously, natively Unleashed does not have a PC port, so that's why it's so long. But yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.